Hello, it's Tammy. Getting ready to go on a hike, but I wanted to do this indoors. Um, I've been posting a lot on Synergism's Facebook page. If you don't follow me there, please do so. It's got a lot of awesome information. Essentially, I'm giving away information on aromatherapy, essential oils, more specifically, the scientifically based information. And it really gives you insight into how and why I say that, how I work with oils and why I say what I do. In fact, there was a post that I put on there yesterday regarding a particular client case and the question that she had around baking soda, of all things, and autoimmune disease. If you want to know my thoughts on that, just check out that post. But that, again, I was in a conversation with yet another client who happens to be a massage therapist that I am working with his cardiovascular system. And I'm not going to get into very specific things because his is actually a very complicated case. So the specifics of the oils that I'm using aren't as important as the interaction that he experienced. So like I said, he's a massage therapist. He's using, I've got a salve for him. There's an oil blend for him because his cardiovascular issues do ripple out into the respiratory tract. So they are, because he's not doing anything medically at this point, he is strictly sticking to oils and diet. I'm able to use oils that have blood thinning qualities, detoxing, helping to stimulate the production of SOD and catalase, and so forth. So again, and this is one of the things I want to talk a great deal about, and I do in my courses, and this is a very important piece, that we talk about oils having detoxing properties, and while they do, they actually have the ability to stimulate the body's detox process, which is a more important function than actually getting something to do it for you. And that's where, that's kind of really what my focus is really using oils in a way that empowers the body to do what it's wired to do, not take the place of the body's functions. To me, that's important. That is just to me, okay? Other people, maybe not. Because it's really an important thing right now. I'm tripping over my words, pardon me. I realize that this world is riddled with toxins. We've got a lot of degenerative disease. We've got a lot of disorders. There's a lot of discomfort and disability, so to speak. And so our desire is to to cleanse the body, to purge the system of the toxins, to help, relieve the inflammation. I totally get it. And you can do that with the oils. And and I do actually take that in consideration for the short-term effects. At the same time, I'm really compelled to focus on the long-term effects and really influence the body to modify the epigenome in a sense that it can begin to effectively detox on its own on a regular basis, just as it's designed to do. Okay, so with that in mind, or with that said, this particular client, as a massage therapist, on Saturday, one of his clients came in and asked him to use a CBD salve that she had gotten from a dispensary. And I've gone out and I've said things, and I know that I've irritated people, and I don't mean to be offensive or insulting. It's just really about understanding. And so in this case, as with any body care product, okay, it doesn't make any difference what it is. A CBD, to back up a moment, is a single plant constituent, just like limonene, just like linalool, just like myrcene. These are single plant constituents. And while they can recognize what these single plant constituents can do in the system, how they affect a genetic receptor, so to speak, and even the liver enzymes, it's not as an effective, and this is one thing science has come out in many reports, has said, and they're actually currently trying to figure out how to replicate synergy. There's a distinct benefit to the synergistic effect of a combination of plant constituents. This is why plants, when we use genuine and authentic oils, when we use, just plain herbs, even our foods, there's a synergy to the chemistry. and it has a distinct effect on the human body. So when we single out these constituents, it doesn't work. It kind of falls flat. And so they combine it with other ingredients where now there's a synergistic effect. I have had several companies want me to test their CBD products, and I just won't use them because they just have too many things in them. And I already use my own. I already use enough of oils that I'd have to quit using them. Now, I did actually attempt to try a CBD, just the elixir, just straight CBD to see, because they kept telling me that it would help relieve stress and my IBS symptoms and so forth. It didn't. I did quit the oils, and I'll tell you why here in a moment, because this goes back to my client. So I took myself off all the oils, and I didn't really notice anything at all. I still continue with IBS issues and so on and so forth. So they're in these products, they contain other ingredients that have an additive effect, a potential synergistic effect. I mean, that is the intention by putting other ingredients in there. Otherwise, if CBD was working on its own, it wouldn't be in anything else. But this salve was for, I guaranteed pain and muscle relief and muscle relaxation and so forth. So at any rate, he went ahead and he obliged, and he did it. And he said right after the treatment, he was concerned because he thought he ate bad food. He'd had a day-old burrito and thought it was what made him with a headache. And but the food it was purchased from the store. There wasn't anything wrong with it, and it wasn't food poisoning. He made sure of that, but he was concerned. And when he told me that he had done this, and I know what he's using, there was a clear interaction that occurred at the liver enzyme level. I can guarantee you that. And this is why CBD is a known liver enzyme inhibitor. It inhibits a number of activities, or a number of enzyme activities. I'm going to put it that way. So it's not recommended to take with a lot of psychotropic medications. I have had this experience with people who were taking psychotropic medications. So we had to take it, and they actually had a psychotic event that could be linked to the CBD by taking the CBD. So I'm not saying CBD is bad. I'm not saying don't use CBD products. If you are, you need to be mindful. This is what I'm saying. You must be mindful of the oils you're using. In my client's case, there was a distinct interaction at the CYP2D6 liver enzyme, as well as a CYP3A4 liver enzyme. And what's going on is that, like I said, I am helping him to stimulate the production of SOD and catalase. And because these oils are interacting at the same liver enzyme, and the CBD interacted at that enzyme, there was a clash, and in fact he was thrown into full detox. That's where he got kind of foggy headed, with a headache, and just kind of a general malaise that lasted kind of part of the day. He didn't have any psychotropic effects because there isn't any in CBD, but the interactions alone caused a heightened detox effect. And this is why we have to be careful. Obviously, it's not a dangerous thing, but it is an uncomfortable thing. And ultimately, what ends up happening in the system is anyone's guess. And what I do know is that in his case, he's got some serious cardiovascular and respiratory issues, so it needs to be careful. So the next time anybody asks for that, he's actually going to use gloves, which probably isn't going to fly too well with the client, but that was what he said. I just said he should have refused to use it, but he wants to oblige, and I respect him for that. So that's the point of this. I could have sat down and typed all this out, but I thought, you know what, I just wanted to talk with you and just kind of share this and invite you to ask me questions. Again, it's not because these products are bad. It's because the essential oils are that strong. They are that effective, and we have to know how they work in order to mindfully blend them so that we get the best benefit and not throw ourselves backwards. Okay, thanks for watching. I look forward to hearing from you. Follow me on Facebook, please, on the Synergescence page. Let's talk. Let's get to know one another. YouTube videos up all the time. Anyway, thanks for watching. You guys take care. Oh, Breaking the Cycle of Disease Management is now available on synergescence.com. And the Aromatherapy is a Lifestyle is due out February 15th. See ya.